Hi, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, Monday through Thursday. Now, if you're new to the channel or if you like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which this is, and will be tagged onto all of the readings, then just go right down there. I should have updated the timestamp, so that should just bypass me completely, or at least this part. Now, I hope you will watch it at least once, though, because I try to put some good information. And again, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and let whatever comes through come through. Now, I'm going to go and talk a little bit before we get into the cards. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the skies. I do have this posted on my website, in my blogs, but we do have some interesting stuff happening. December 20th. Remember, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde on December 29th. So we do have that very anything can happen type of energy going on. Mercury has a lot to do with electronics, has to do with messages. So, it has to do with people coming back in. I feel Mercury, when it goes retrograde, it tries to clean up some of the mess. Sometimes it makes a little bit more of a mess before you can clean it up. If you've ever had to clean out your garage, you understand what I'm saying about it before things can get organized. I think Mercury helps to work with karmic energy. When we're in the retrograde time, karmic energy gets resolved, or it works towards resolution. How's that? So we have other things going on. This December 20th through the 23rd, and actually, through the 29th, is going to have some strong energies. We have on the 20th, Jupiter, which has been going back and forth between between Aries and Pisces. Well, now it's leaving Pisces for good, and it's going into Aries. And then it's going to stay in Aries. It's going to transition in and out of that too. But right now it is going into Aries. It is going to be very focused energy. This is a really strong time to write down your goals, okay? Write down the things you want to happen and be persistent. This is the time, just be persistent. I really get this persistent energy here. It's like, every day, put it out there, okay? Because Aries is fire energy, so it's very passionate burning, and Jupiter, is the planet of good fortune. Every day, be like that little drop of water that just keeps hitting that rock until you make a really big indent. Okay, so that's the 20th, 9:33 a.m. The 21st, we have the winter's solstice, or that's for the northern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere has the summer solstice. These are those times where, there's a lot of metaphysical energy going on around solstices. So this is again a time to put it out there. Drop. I know I'm going to be for drop, with that water. Just keep putting it in there. Sun is entering Capricorn, Earth energy, at 4:59 p.m. on the 21st. So we have winter solstice. We have the sun going into Capricorn. So Capricorn is the Earth, so it is about your money, job, career, very tangible energy. There is Capricorns are workhorses. I know that all of us can have this part about us, but Capricorns, they get things done when they set their mind to it. They have to set their mind to it. Capricorn is squaring with Jupiter, and that day also. Now, squaring has a little bit of a, kind of a little bit of a rub. It's like that little piece of sand in an oyster that can become that pearl. So it's kind of like saying, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. So it's kind of irritating to each other. But because of that irritation, there's a little bit kind of a competition. It's like, well, we're going to get this done. Now, the 22nd, we have Venus in Capricorn trining with Uranus, which is retrograde in Taurus. Again, two earth energies. And Venus, so there can be unexpected relationship energies. And remember, we also have the 29th, we have Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, going retrograde itself in Capricorn. And when Mercury goes retrograde, which we are in that shadow, many things can happen with relationships. A lot of times that's about, old relationships coming back into our lives. There can be some just really big insights about relationships. Mercury is about electronics. It's about messages. It's a very I don't want to say fluid because it's not. You don't want to put fluids with Mercury. It's a very electric type of energy. So we are in a time when anything can happen, and I do feel when Mercury goes retrograde that there's a lot of karmic readjustment being offered or being done during this time. So we have that Venus. Now on the 23rd, we have the new moon in Capricorn at 5:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, the 20th through the 23rd, very strong energy, very much if there's something that's just not moving for you or not being put into place or just not, drip, drip, drip. You have to be persistent. Many times we don't get it on the first try, sometimes not even on the second, sometimes not on the 99th, but then that 100th time comes. And then our wounded warrior, Chiron, goes direct. So there's, I'm not really an expert with the wounded hero, the wounded warrior, Chiron, except that there's a lot of self-sacrificing with Chiron, and it's been going retrograde, so now it's going to go direct. So I would say between the 20th through the 23rd is going to be very strong energies, and then we look at our numbers. We have December, which is the 12th month. We have the 20th, so we have a lot of that 2 energy, changes, decisions, coming together. So on December 22nd, 2022, we've got all those 2s. That has to mean something. So very interesting energies going on right now. Now, for the readings, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will be using my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I will be using my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. Okay, and there's the Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo, and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I will also, just because I was doing this, I was doing some videos, product reviews or card reviews. I don't know what we're going to do with this per se, but for this time, we're going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards. I do have a little problem with the Angel Answers, is that it doesn't always give you the answer you want it to. So isn't that how life is? So let's see. Now, so that's what we're going to do in the main readings. But for right now, I am going to be using my Rider-Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Remember what I said earlier. These are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. And again, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Source, Holy Spirit, and, let them take the show. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Holy Father, what do we have coming? We have this one jumping. Remember, cards that are reversed, to me, I believe they have stronger, pay attention energy. So let's see what we have. So the first one that jumped is the Fool, a new beginning, a new start. Believe. It may not necessarily look positive. It may not look the way you want it to be, but just believe. But it is a new journey. It is a new start. So let's see what else we might have here. One more shuffle. Oh, and here we go. And we come to the Page of Swords. All right, so that one fell on the floor. Let's see. How about one more? What else do we have? One other card. One other card. So there is some challenges. What's going on? This has, okay, let's go on. Let's just see what we've got here. Okay. So cards fall out. They want to be read. They want to be seen. The first one we have here is, again, reversed. This is a 0. This is a God source number, so there is something very divine with this. I know 7 is a divine number, but this is a, like you're being put on this path for a reason. You are here at this time for a reason. And if you follow me, I believe that the people that follow here we're basically all light workers. We're all, healers in some ways. There's a divine, we're on a divine journey in many, many ways, and we come together to be encouraged. You encourage me, I encourage you. So the fool doesn't necessarily look to where he's going, but the fool believes that everything will be fine. The sun is shining on the fool. The fool, is, kind of in a little bit of a dangerous position if he's to continue moving forward that direction. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to. The fool just has a love of life, and the fool is, has a lot of faith and a lot of belief, knows that wherever the fool is going will be the right direction, even if there's some hard times for the fool. So something for this week, there's a new direction happening. Now we come to the Page of Swords. Now this is Major Arcana, which is more universal energy. This is Minor, which is more your day-to-day. Now the Court cards have a dual energy. Pages themselves have, their underlying energy is that earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We're going in, we're having a lot of that Capricorn energy right now. We're going into that Capricorn time. Money, job, career, tangible energy. So that has that earth, that's really grounded energy. Swords is that air energy. That is your Aquarius, your Gemini, and your Libra. And we've been talking about Aquarius and Gemini having Saturn in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini. So that is your air energy. That is your thought processes. That's thinking things through, making some plans. Also could be about hearing news. Okay? So the Page of Swords has this really, maybe hearing news about money, hearing news or about a new job, kind of this, things are in the air energy. The Page of Swords is not necessarily as focused as what he should be, because he's very enthusiastic. So he's kind of like jumping ahead of himself. He's one of these energies that just wants to kind of get there. Doesn't necessarily see the roadblocks, isn't really taking time to think things through, but that's okay. That's okay, because he's got this Fool energy next to him that's saying everything's going to be okay. The Page of Swords does bring about challenges. It's new challenges, new possibilities, but it's okay, because the Fool energy next to him is like saying, come on, we're going to get through this. Let's do this. Your next card we have is the 9 of Fire. So 9 has an energy, so we have a 0990. 9 has an energy of let's wrap it up. We've got this. You just stand firm. Fire energy is our Aries. Again, Jupiter going into Aries. It's also our Leo. It's also our Sagittarius, and we're transitioning from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And again, passionate, burning, very committed energy here. Now, this 9 of rods or wands, some people call it either one, is basically, you can see he's been beat up a little bit. And I don't mean that somebody's jumped. It's just life has given him, this is somebody that has learned from the school of hard knocks, okay? But he is still standing firm. He is not backing down. So whatever's going on between the Fool and the Page, the 9 of Fire kind of tells them, hey, just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't back down. Don't give in. You've earned your right. You are now, you are where you're supposed to be, and you're not supposed to go backwards. So interesting stuff with that. Now, the one card we did not talk about, the one energy, is our cups or our water, which is our Cancer, which Pisces, and our Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpio is in the southern, or the southern node is in Scorpio right now, so that is about the past, clearing up the past. And we have, we have Jupiter, which is leaving Pisces to go into into Aries. Now remember, that's not changing a direction, that's just moving on. So it is going at its normal pace. So let's see, with Osha Zen Tarot, is there anything else? So whatever this is, there is something that's new and exciting happening. It may be a little bit unbelievable. There's a lot of God source energy here. You have to believe, even if you feel like it's not, like you're not necessarily on steady ground. The page is basically kind of saying, yes, there is a new start, a new beginning. Think things through. There's going to be challenges. So it's not necessarily an easy week per se. There are challenges to this week. And then the Nine of Rods is going to say you need to just keep firm. You need to stay focused. You need to keep moving. You don't go backwards. Do not go backwards. Okay? Don't retreat. And again, I'm really getting, he has been through the school of hard knocks. So let's see, with the Osha Zen Tarot, God source energy, what would you have? Okay. Guilt. So we have an 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. And then we have this woman, or could be a man, but generally more of a feminine energy. Just, oh my gosh, the thoughts. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do? Have I done right? So whatever's going on here is really bringing up a lot of upset. It's really bringing up a lot of, what have I been doing? What have I played into this? So there could be, remember with that Mercury brings revelations. We're not necessarily in the retrograde, but we're getting closer and closer to the retrograde. So it does bring revelations to us, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was happening. I can't believe this is happening. And what part did I play in any of this? So it's an interesting energy. I mean, we have this one that's all these possibilities, not necessarily easy, but not necessarily hard. We always have to remember that God's source is guiding us and putting us on this journey. We have to stay firm. And then we get this guilt card. The guilt card, too, though, is about letting go. I mean, you cannot move forward. You cannot move forward if you're stuck in guilt. Okay? Think of guilt as like one of those really sticky spider webs. And we've all seen movies. Well, we've seen movies where we get, where the hero or the heroine or whoever the main character is, even the bad guy gets stuck in gets stuck in their web, the web of deceit, the web. So there's something about this. We cannot move forward if we stick in, if we're stuck in guilt. I'm always talking that fear is a tool of the devil. Well, guilt is another tool, and it just doesn't let you move on if you get stuck in this energy. So this is more universal. So this is what's going on. There's lots of movement happening. We can't get stuck in guilt. We can face it. And then, we can apologize. We can say, yes, that happened. We can acknowledge, but we cannot get stuck in it. If you can't make a change to it, if you can't change the past, but we can learn from the past and we can move on. So, and these are all about moving on. This is saying, don't go back. Don't go back. Guilt, acknowledge it, move on. Okay? So interesting stuff for this week. I'm sorry that I'm on the later side, but I have actually had some a Christmas miracle in many ways. So maybe I'll talk about that on my blog. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something about it. But yes, our garage door came not completely, but it came off of its hinges. And if you've ever had that happen, it's interesting. But again, too, God Source came through, and within, I think, an hour, hour and a half, it was all resolved. And so again, I look at those as Christmas miracles. All right, so please take time to do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. We have hit 26,000 and we're staying there. Because like I said, normally it kind of goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, but we're staying there and we are growing. So thank you to all. We're in this together and we're here to support each other. I hope I support you and help you, and I know that you do the same for me. So let's get started on our readings. Hello, my Cancers, and how you doing? I hope wonderful. This has that new moon energy, which a lot of the new moons are close with the transitional seasons, but this has been a year of really close ones. But new moon energy, we have this Jupiter transitioning. We have, all of this stuff that I was talking about. This is going, and you're the moon baby, so this is something that's going to be very strong for you to manifest. So really get out there. Remember, waning moon, as it's getting smaller, is about a time to release and relinquish. So you could get out there right now and release and relinquish. But then as we get closer to the new moon, that is when you start a new season, when you request. So really, 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 this is a powerful new moon. You're the moon baby. Use this moon. Use this moon to request the things you've been wanting and request the things that you need. Okay? Okay, so let's see. Higher power, what do you have for my moon babies? What do you have for our Cancers here? What do you have for our Cancers? So also, too, know that always with moon changes, you are affected, so there can be some sensitivity. But I really feel this has more of a sense of urgency, but it's just a sense of excitement, a sense of just, completion energy here, too. So let's see what we've got. This one is reversed. Let's move these all over a little bit. Okay, let's see what we have for my Cancers. Reversed. First one is the Sun. There is so much about to happen for you, my Cancers. There's, it's like I feel like you're on the precipice, that you're just waiting. And I know sometimes the wait seems really, really long. You can feel it. It feels it's so close, but it's so long to get there still. The Sun is saying that there is a lot of positive energy happening around you, that there's a lot of love and life, and just really, and take this energy and just enjoy this time. So the Sun shines. The Sun has a Leo connection, so there is a sense of boldness with this. This is Archangel Uriel. Uriel is the angel that brings light to the darkness, light to answers. Very wise angel. And brings answers. So something that you might have been kind of clouded from you, something that might not have been clearly answered, it's like answers are coming to you, but it's a really positive, like you're on your way. And I know we keep, many things in our path, many things in our life. It's like a start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Well, this is one of those moving energies. This is one of those, ride forth, be brave, be bold energies. So you have a 19, 1, new beginning, 10, transitional energy. 9 is, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you needed. You add it together, it becomes a 10 again, and then it becomes a 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. So again, Archangel Uriel, very major arcana, very like, just enjoy the week. Enjoy the successes too, and enjoy the accolades. Okay, life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking. That's one thing really, my Cancers, you have to believe that things are getting better. Things are wonderful. An inspiring success. Like I said, I get accolades for you. So maybe you're having maybe in the work world, you're having a performance review. Maybe you're going for a new job and a new interview. I mean, there's a positive energy here. But again, I do feel like answers that have been hidden are coming to light. Anyway, here we go. The Queen of Michael. So Queen's underlying energy is your energy, my Cancers. It's water energy, fluid, emotional, spiritual. Michael is air energy. It is our Aquarius, our Libra, our Gemini. And you know, Aquarius and Gemini have some strong players in it right now. You know, I feel like, again, that like truth is coming to light. There is things being unsealed or revealed to you. The Queen of Michael does give you a little bit of a hesitancy and kind of pulls you back a little bit from rushing in and says, think things through, be a little bit more logical, be very, very, straightforward in your speech, and, again, it's think before you speak type of energy here, but definitely speak. Definitely say your piece. Definitely put out what it is you need to put out. But you need to be also very objective and very concrete in your language. Okay, because Michael, besides it being plans and hearing news, it's also about what you say. Okay, so brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do. And I'm going to say this is more, you know exactly what to do and say. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Okay, interesting with that too. Next card, reversed. King of Ariel. So King's underlying energy is air energy. Again, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Ariel is our earth energy. It is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And, Capricorn, we're going into Capricorn. We have a lot. Pluto and Capricorn has destroyed so many of our paradigms, so many things that kept us safe. But it is also transitioning, going towards that Aquarius. So it is rebuilding a lot of things. The King of Ariel has the Midas touch. The King of Ariel has that new job, that one where it's like, yes, this is where you need to be. The King of Ariel is successful. So, and the King of Ariel can be a lawyer or can be a doctor, but it is somebody who really knows what they're saying. So we have feminine energy here. We have masculine energy here. Again, so we have a royal coupling here and really kind of pulling you above your game. But then we have a major arcana. So there is, the sun is shining on the union. The sun is shining on the couple. You need to let that, sun push you forward. You need to be objective, and you need to really just go for what it is you've been wanting to go for. Okay? Successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. Very strong stuff. Your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, but using resources wisely. Okay, It's like, make sure that make sure you think before you speak, and make sure you have the resources that you need. Make sure, and resources can be information too. So I kind of feel like you've got the, what says uses resources wisely. It can also be uses information wisely. Okay, so here we go. Guardian angels, higher power. What do we have? What additional information do we have for our Cancers? What do you want to tell our Cancers? What do you want to tell our Cancers? What else for our Cancers? Keep shuffling. Here we go. Okay. What do we have for our Cancers here? Okay, this one is reversed. The messenger of action. So you've got a lot of court cards here. And then the other thing you have is the major arcana card here. So very strong. Messenger of action is the page of fire. Page's underlying energy has our work energy. Fire is our Aries, which Jupiter just went into. It's Sagittarius, which we're transitioning out of and into Capricorn. And then it's also Leo. And you've got some Leo energy here. Messenger of action. The page is somebody that's really leaps into action, wants what this is doing, wants where they're, wants to go where they're going to go. It could also be the messenger of action can also be bringing you an actual message. Okay? So, something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness, I'm trying to read it off of the thing here. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. You're open. This is like being open to success. You're open to success. This is a week that's very open to success for you, my Cancers. Grab onto it. Okay, let's see. And your only number really is 1 and 9, which breaks down to a 10 and then breaks down to that 1. Okay, let's see what we've got. Inspirational words of wisdom for my Cancers. What do we have for my Cancers here? What do we have? You're open to success. Be open to success, my Cancers, because this has a lot of open to success energy. Okay. All right, this one is reversed. Mushroom Fairy. We've seen her before. Step into the light to rejoice and celebrate all the good there is in you. Be open to success, my Cancers. I know that you've had a hard life. I know that that's happened. Everybody has had some ups and downs, and sometimes it seems like, my Cancers, you're kind of stuck in the mud a little bit. You have to let that go and just basically with this new moon, just believe, and be open to success, okay? Because the energies are really positive for that. All right, let's see what we've got here. What crystal or energy for my Cancers? What would be helpful for my wonderful Cancers? What do we have for my wonderful Cancers? Here we are. Reversed. Ametrine, amethyst, and citrine. It's all about spiritual guidance, angelic realms, clears up stress, truths revealed. I kind of feel that for you too. I feel like, yeah, things opening up for you. Besides you being open for success, things opening up in different ways for you too. Okay, we're going to use my angel oracles or angel answers, okay? So ask a question, my Cancers, ask a question. Now I want to let you know that this is just for a little bit of fun that we're having here. If you're asking, should I quit my job tomorrow? Do not do that. Regardless of the answer, it's easier to get a job when you have a job, but let's have a little fun with this and see what we have. Now, this will give you kind of some yes and no's. This will give you a little bit more detail. This is spiritual guidance from the angels, okay? So let's see what we've got going for you a couple of times. Let's go ahead and shuffle one more time for my Cancers. Again, this is just to have a little fun. And let's see what we've got going. Okay, some angel advice, more or less. Here we are. Forgiveness. Now, I think you heard me say that I've asked, I was asking a lot of questions. This is one that I would get a lot. I'm like, nope, don't like that. But forgiveness is what frees you, okay? It's a freeing energy for you. So let me know what that was about for you, my Cancers. Okay, that was a little fun. Anyway, comment, do the comments, do the like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. It really helps. And thank you. As always, my Cancers, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.